What's going on, everybody? Josh here, episode 2 of my Who Knows What This Is Gonna Be podcast, YouTube channel. Still don't have a name for it. Just, trying to sell cars, trying to get my name out there in a fun, interesting way. Last week I thought I was going to be reviewing movies every week, but I found out very quickly that you cannot rely on a good movie every week. I tried. I looked, and there was nothing that even remotely caught my mind, and I thought, you know what, that's a blessing. Some people don't like movies, so let's make this more of a variety, pop culture type show. I don't know. This could be the last episode. It could be the first of 100. I have no idea. It is the last day of the month, so I promise you this episode will not be 16 minutes long. So, last week, when you saw me, if you watched, I was in a 2017 GMC Sierra, a truck. This week, I'm in also a 17 GMC, but it is the Acadia. It is the 7-passenger SUV. This happens to be the Denali, which gets you the leather, the heated seats, the cooled seats, the 2 sunroofs, entertainment, Apple CarPlay. I mean, it's loaded. It's their top of the line. I'm actually in the second row right now. Just figured I'd switch it up. So, since I can't find a movie to review, I figured, well, what's everyone doing this weekend? They're going to be watching the Super Bowl. And me being a sports guy, that's easy. That's almost as easy as movies. That would probably be the number 2 thing. So let's just get right into it. This week, if you don't already know, it is the Patriots versus the Falcons. It's going to be this Sunday at 6:30 on Fox. Now, a little back note on me. I am a Dolphins fan, so it's like in my blood to hate the Patriots. I'm going to try to keep it as unbiased as I can. Just kind of, I don't know. I really just doing some research before I came out here and just trying to find some interesting facts for those of you who might bet on the game or just want to be able to, let's say you're a girl and you're going to a Super Bowl party and you want to be able to impress your boyfriend with some facts. I mean, these are, I looked it up. I mean, I got 3 pages of notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm just kind of cheating. I threw this together within a couple minutes. So let's just start at the top here. Like I said, it's 5 days away this Sunday on Fox. Now, it's kind of the tale of 2 teams. The Patriots, they are, how can I say this, always there. They are the best team. They are a dynasty. They've been going to Super Bowls. This is Tom Brady's 7th Super Bowl. Now, let's think about this. Some quarterbacks never get to the Super Bowl, ever. Dan Marino, he got to Super Bowl, he lost, and he's considered one of the greatest, so he has no Super Bowl rings. Tom Brady's this will be his 7th, so in the 6 prior, he's won 4. So he has 4 rings. He's going for his 5th. On the other side of that, you have the Atlanta Falcons, who have never, as far as I didn't look this up 100%, but I'm pretty sure this is their first Super Bowl as a team. I was reading that the owner was so excited, he provided a way for all his employees to get to go to the game, which I think is awesome, and I think that really proves that it's their first one for him going all out like that. So you really get the tale of 2. You got the people that have been there, the coach that's been there, the player that's been there, versus the team that's never been there. And then Matt Ryan, he's in the MVP talks this year, but people before years past said he had no clutch gene. He choked in the big games. So, he's the opposite of Brady. One thing I did find out, Matt Ryan has never beat the Patriots in his career. And he's been playing for 9 years. The Patriots are one of 2 teams he has never beat. So if he wins the Super Bowl this weekend, it'll be the first time he's ever beat the Patriots. So, I mean, if that doesn't scream underdog, I really don't know, what does. So, let's start with the Patriots here. What do I got? The Patriots have not trailed in a game since November 27th. Going back to the regular season, they have not trailed. And that they haven't trailed for 7 hours and 1 minute of actual game time. So they're good. They're very, very good. Very good. And actually, following that stat, they have more cap space going into next year than any other team. So they're going to be good for a long time. And being a Dolphins fan, that really, really sucks. But so, yes, so they're good. They haven't trailed. So basically, they haven't been losing. They don't know. And since November 7th, they have no idea what it's like to be losing a game. Now, that can go against you. I think now Bill Belichick, I'm sure he's coached his players well, but I think there comes a point where if Atlanta can get out ahead, then, these Patriots, they're not used to losing. They're not used to even playing from behind since November. I mean, I think if I'm the Atlanta coach and I win the coin toss, I'm going to elect to receive and try to put some points on the board right away. Now, this is the 6th time in Super Bowl history that the number 1 scoring offense, which would be the Falcons, is going against the number 1 scoring defense, which is the Patriots. Now, I said it's the 6th time. So in those 5 times prior, the defense has won 4 out of 5 of them. So if that trend continues, it looks like the Patriots are going to be World Series champs. Now, that being said, Vegas, I'm a gambler, and I like to look at the lines and the spreads and the prop bets, especially for the Super Bowl. Vegas says that this is going to be a close game. They have the Patriots -3, which is a pretty low spread. Just means, if you don't know what that means, it means that Vegas thinks that, this game's going to be decided within 3 points. It could be 26-23. It could be 35-32. That's a pretty close spread. And usually when you're betting on the Patriots, you have to minus more points than 3. So that they are giving the Falcons some credit. Anything can happen in the Super Bowl. I made sure I explanation that. Anything can happen. Vegas projected to be close. And also in a little tidbit, of the 4 Super Bowls Brady has won, they have been decided within 4 points. So he's never blowing people out. If you remember back to their last one, they were playing the Seahawks, and they were on the 1-yard line to win, and everyone thought Marshawn Lynch was going to get the ball, and they decided to pass, and the Patriots intercepted. They won the game. But that was a close game. And actually, I believe the Patriots were trailing in that game. I wrote down here that the city of Atlanta, so Atlanta in general, all their sports teams, they have 1 championship in the last 179 seasons combined from all their professional sports. So their hockey team, their basketball team, their baseball team. The 1 championship they do have is the Atlanta Braves, which I remember back when I was young. I think that's in the 90s. They might have beat my Yankees. I'm not really sure. So some things I have written down. I know so far it's like I'm all Patriots. Well, it's hard not to be. They've been there. They're the number 1 scoring defense. History says defense wins championships. I did write some things down in Atlanta's defense. So Atlanta is 12-0 this year when they score 30 points a game or more. So if somehow, history says, if they could put 30 points on the Patriots, they will win. They are 12-0. And on games they don't score 30 points, they're 1-5. So basically, their defense isn't great, but their offense is number 1 in the league. They have Matt Ryan, they have Julio Jones, they have Devonta Freeman, they have Tevin Coleman, they have Sanu, another receiver that's good. So they have a really good offense, and they need to score points. That being said, they're going against the number 1 defense. Julio Jones, their number 1 receiver, led all receivers in the postseason with 3 touchdowns. As my lights just went off here, I'm probably killing the battery. So, yeah, it just got a little uglier. So, let's see. Yeah, it's pretty much all I have on facts. Now, let's be real. Let me throw these papers away. Like I said, if I'm Atlanta, and I am rooting for Atlanta, I want the ball as quick as possible. I need to score as quick as possible. I need to get the ball to my playmakers, which is Julio Jones and Freeman. I think Freeman, you got to establish the run, as in any football game. As far as stopping Brady, I feel like it's well known. If you put pressure on Brady, you rattle him a little bit, his throws, they start to get a little off. They don't have Gronk. They have a bunch of white receivers. I don't mean to sound racist. Maybe I should say they have a bunch of short receivers. Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, and Julian Edelman. Those are their three guys, and they are all like 5'10" white guys. I really don't know how the Patriots do this. I think it's scheme. I actually got in a little debate with somebody. How good is Tom Brady being able to play in this scheme for this coach his whole career? I'm not saying Brady's not good. My argument was when Brady was out earlier in the year, the other quarterbacks that played in this scheme looked great as well. And even going back in the past, you got guys like Matt Castle played in that scheme, and he looked great. So I think Brady is a talented guy. I think he got lucky where he played. I think that's a lot of it. When you're a player coming out of college, you have to get drafted in the right scheme for the right coach for the right city. If you're a guy that wants to go party and struggles with focusing like a Johnny Manziel, you can't get drafted by the Miami Dolphins because you got that nightlife. Now Johnny Manziel went to the Browns and he still found the nightlife. That's an exception, but I really think Brady got a gift, and he worked hard with that gift. And listen, he's won 4 Super Bowls, and he might win his 5th. And then I'm gonna see that thing on Twitter where he's going like this with all his rings, and it's gonna suck. So that's pretty much all I got. If anyone needs a car, today's the last day of the month. For some reason, you need a car today. Today's the best day. If not, hit me up in February. And if anybody wants to make a bet on this game, a slight bet, or just for fun, hit me up here, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, my phone, whatever. All right, guys, hopefully you learned something. And anyone needs a car, please. That's the purpose of this video. All right, I'm signing out.